in this, I am going to try to teach Ali how to play
Me?
a very simplistic game of Warhammer 40,000.
Yeah.
I just hope I remember how to do it myself, because I haven't actually played a game of this year. I've only played one game of Adaptus Titanicus with one model, and that took 3 hours.
Yeah, I don't know whether my patience has enough for 3 hours.
I think our camera will die before then.
Mine won't.
Yeah.
So we can continue it on mine.
Very true. What I have done is we're going to do probably only last a few turns anyway, because there's not many men. We've done a 15 power level, so we've got about, you've got just 16 men and I've got 12. We're doing Necrons versus Space Marines,
So that's,
Salamanders.
do I need that?
You will need that at some point
Okay.
to check like how many
Okay.
their statistics and things like that. So what we're going to do
This is me.
just the mission is called Only War, because it's basically the beginner mission. But we're not going to do psychic phase because we didn't select any psychers, so that would leave out a whole phase. So hopefully that should speed things up a little bit.
I'll take your word
And this
for that.
mission is also designed or recommended to play on a 2 foot by 2 foot area, which is what I've got using the Necromunda tiles. Right, so to get started, we're not going to bother with Warlord traits either because it just adds an extra thing to forget.
I've probably forgotten everything already.
I'd be shocked how much I'll. The only thing I'll remember is the statistics of the Space Marines, because it's pretty much balls all across the board, except for the last couple.
Right.
And the first one.
Where do I need to be in this book?
In that book, at the moment, there don't need to be anything in
Okay.
there at the moment. What we're going to try and do is, first of all, we have to set the battlefield, which I've done in a basic way.
Yep.
Not too much, not too overcrowded. Things tend to get in the way if it's crowded takes ages. Right. Oh, objective markers. I haven't done those.
We need objective markers.
I haven't. Oh, what a
I
pain.
don't know why, but we need them apparently. So. I know nothing. Hence, he's teaching me. I'm hoping I'm not getting my head in the way of the camera. The up-top camera. As you can see, we have an amazing camera set up here.
It says 2 each.
Here. This is on our list of things to improve. We have a great camera. We want to get another webcam so that it'll be easier for us to string together, and different things that we can be able to stream. And we also want to get a tripod with a camera arm so that we can have one camera properly facing above the board, or another one that's like this one set up today. But we've got more variation if we have a camera arm going across the top with what we can do.
Just use a dice, you idiot.
And the one,
Just use one of the random funky ones that I've got.
yeah.
From very old games.
And the camera can get one going over the top will be great for
Lovely.
Mitch when he's painting as well.
Right. Which
you
one
can
are
actually
we
see what he's
unlikely to
doing.
use?
I do not know.
I took out all the really strange shaped ones. Let's use the old jam dice. Silly enough, I've only got 2 of them. I need 4. See what?
Excuse me drinking, it is non-alcoholic.
I have got these. They will suffice, so... Right.
You could completely do me over in this game because I wouldn't have a clue if you were cheating.
The players... The players must place objective markers to represent sites of tactical or strategic import that one or both armies are attempting to secure. The objective markers can be represented by any suitable marker or piece of terrain. No, I could have used one of the buildings. Oh well. I suppose they don't need to be numbered in this, do they? So, scrap the dice. Maybe I should have read it first, shouldn't I? Each player must place 2 objective markers anywhere on the battlefield, so as long as they are at least 10 inches away from any other objective marker. This is just placing turns, starting with whichever player wins a roll-off. A player controls an objective marker if there's no more than... if there are more models from their army within 3 inches of it than there are enemy models. As you can see the marker. Okay, so I'll use the dice just to mark out somewhere. What we need to do is I need to get that to the front. So, unfortunately, I can see the dice out.
Yeah. Mitch has a dice app on his laptop.
Which I think is annoying because I'm... Why is it not showing on... Oh, it's hidden.
Can you tell the newbie streamers?
Oh, that's annoying. When I bring it up onto my screen, it removes it from the stream. When I click back off of it, it appears. Well, that's annoying. Okay, I'll close that, and then what we'll do is we will just roll them on the table, and we'll just have to go. You should be able to see them on the table. Okay, I'll give you 2. 2 for myself.
2 for me.
Should get that. Oh.
He's just dropped his all over the floor.
It won't be the first time, it won't be the last. Okay, what we do now is if I just give you a handful of normal dice for the moment.
Okay.
If you just roll, so if you roll one on the board.
Which one?
One of the white ones.
Just one.
This is to see who starts.
Oh, right.
Putting the, so you started off very well, and you can clearly see that that is a magical number 1.
Is it? Or are you just making fun of me?
One's very bad.
Oh, you're making fun of me.
Ones are usually very bad. So I've got 4. So that means I start placing of my objectives first. Okay. So I'm going to start with putting 1 in behind these barrels here. Right in that little corner there. Right. Now you can place 1 anywhere that's 10 inches away from that one.
So it's not going to be that one.
So you can get away with it in that corner or on the end of that wall there. Or anywhere outside. You can even put them over here if you want, but because they're not tied to you or me. They're just worth points.
Oh, okay.
Wherever they are on the board. So as long as they're 10 inches apart, it doesn't matter.
So
you can place it anywhere. Absolutely.
Have one here.
You can put one there.
Yeah.
Because it's more than 10 inches away from that one. So now I pick. That's number 2. So if I pick 3.
Oh, I didn't know how to.
Oh, you've actually managed to put it on 2. You put it on 2 anyway. So I put number 3 in behind that corner there. So it's below that floor tile.
Yeah. So I need to put
4. 4 has to be 10 inches away from that one, and that one. So being a small board, we're quite limited for where it's going to go. So generally, I generally tend to try and put them somewhere so that you can hide.
Ooh.
He survived.
No, he didn't.
Oh no! Come on! Oh, it's just his head. Oh, we'll glue his head back on. It'll regenerate later anyway.
Sorry.
That's all right.
How to feel rubbish in the first 5 minutes?
It's okay. It'll glue back on.
Right. This is why I don't come anywhere near your models.
Before setting up their armies, both players roll off. The player who rolls higher then rolls on the primary objectives table to determine which are used during the mission. So, again, we get 1 dice. Okay. I'll go first this time. I start with a 1. You've got 4, so exactly reversed.
4.
So what you do now is you roll that one of those dice again,
okay,
which decides what the objectives actually represent. You roll a 6, which means domination. At the end of each turn,
Sounds good.
each objective marker is worth 1 victory point to the player who controls it. So at the end of each turn, you're stood next to one of those, you get a point. So they have to keep a tally of the point each turn. And then at the end of the game, whoever's got the most points wins, obviously.
I am going to grab a notepad. One of the thousands that I have.
Yes. He has a tendency for many notepads, but they are very useful, so I won't say too much.
If I didn't write all these things down, how would you remember them?
Well, this is true.
You both know. You wouldn't.
Okay, right, so we've now decided the mission.
Still.
Yeah, his pen's there on the computer.
Oh.
Pencils.
So if I put you on one side and me on the other.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, I usually just do like a tally chart, normally. Somebody's out playing guitar in the garden.
I'm not sure which one the neighbours are. I can't tell which side that's coming from.
Exactly. Not that it matters.
No.
Okay, so we've decided that. It's easy. Once conditions have been determined, the player who did not roll on the primary objectives table then divides the battlefield into 2 equal size halves. Their opponent then decides which half is their own and which half is the other player's deployment zone. We've already picked because we sat down. You've got the side that's probably got the best cover. Anyway, right. The players then alternate deploying their units one at a time, starting with the player who did not pick their deployment zone. So hang on. So I choose which way the ball is divided. You decide which half is yours.
Right.
So then I pick. Yeah, so I'm the player who did not pick their deployment zone. Models must set up in their own deployment zone more than 12 inches from the enemy deployment zone. So what we need to roughly have, I think in these little boards it works out, yeah, quite nicely. So effectively, our deployment zones are 3 tiles in. So 3 squares in.
1, 2, 3.
That would mean that any model that you place, or
Yeah.
I place, will be 12 inches away from any model you place.
Yeah.
So that's called the deployment zone.
Okay.
So I pick one unit to deploy in my zone, and then you do so on. So
How many is in a unit? Is it just...
right, you've got a unit of Immortals, which is those 5 with the slightly chunkier guns.
Yep.
And they're taller and bigger.
So are these all one
And
unit?
then they're just called Warriors.
Yeah.
And that's called a Cryptek, who's basically your general for this mission. That's mine. That's a Primaris Captain. So that's my Warlord. I said general, I should be saying Warlord. That's what it's called. Right, so I'm going to stick my Warlord.
Obviously, all the scenery and models have all been painted and put together by Mitch.
Loosely
Not me.
painted. Loosely painted. That one there is pretty much there. I don't tend to waste too much time on scenery because I find it as a bit of a chore. The rest of it's just base coated. They're painted.
Yep.
Yeah. The boards are all painted nicely. That's about all. I lose interest in terrain quite quickly. Right, I've placed my warlords, so now you can place either those guys, or those guys. As a unit, each unit has to be placed 2 inches or within 2 inches of another unit model from the same unit.
Right.
So, for example, you put that guy there.
Mm-hmm.
The rest of his squad has to be within
2
has
inches.
to be 2 inches apart.
So
no more than 2 inches. So you could place him there.
Yeah.
Anywhere around him that's 2 inches apart.
Mm-hmm.
If you're outside 2 inches at some point, you have to base your next move. You have to then make them get back to that point. But to begin with, they will have to be within 2 inches of each other.
Okay. So if I
In reality, 2 inches is one of those squares.
2 inches a square.
Is one of those squares.
So he's in that corner, so that would make that 2 inches,
That would
wouldn't it?
easily make that 2 inches.
And I put one in front.
You've got to be behind.
Oh, behind that line.
Yeah, you've got to be in those 3 forward, no further forward
2
than
inches.
that. You can have them right next to each other as well. It makes no difference.
Is that like?
Yeah, that's fine because that tile is 2 inches, so his body.
So that one would go there, wouldn't it?
You could go there, or you can have them in a line next to each other. You can have them like, you can have them like that. There's no.
Okay, so it doesn't.
Sometimes it's better. It's better to tend to have them in a line because that way
no one can break through.
when they get forward, when they
break.
get forward, you might find that sometimes that some models in the unit aren't close enough to shoot, and others are. Whereas if they're all in a line, it makes them all able to shoot. The downside, it makes them all easy to be shot at as well.
Right.
So there's pros and cons to all of it. So. Right, I'm going to split these up into 2 5-man teams. I'm going to put this 5-man team here.
Oh, I see. So you're like
Ooh.
guarding my objective.
You got that one.
Yeah, no, I'm saying it's like.
Well, I'll guard that one because the idea of this game.
Yeah. So what? So we can use like 3 inches in there. So I could put.
You could put your.
So that's a third
you could
tile.
put one guy there, or those guys there. Either or, it makes no difference.
Because they're all one.
They're all one unit. Their minimum unit size is 10.
So I have to put them all together.
So they have to stay together. These guys can be up to 10, but when I deploy them, they have a thing called combat squads. So that means I use them as a 10, but when I deploy them, I can split them into 2 5s for the rest of the game.
Yeah. So.
It allowed me to spread out a little bit more.
It would be good to have something.
It would be good to put something there. I mean, they shoot a lot. They've got a lot of shooting.
Yeah.
They've got a rule that allows them to roll double the amount. They roll within half range. They'll roll double the amount of dice. So they'll roll 2 dice.
Yeah.
Half range. We'll explain that later on. So they want to be in a position where they can fire.
So they don't really want to be.
No.
So if I put.
But if you were to put your general there, this also means he's not going to get shot out of the game before it starts.
Yeah, because he's hidden.
Although the Cryptek's quite good because when he loses wounds, they have an ability called Living Metal.
Right.
Which every time every time it comes back to being your turn, he regains a wound because they regenerate. And these ones, the rest of them, they've got a thing called reanimation protocols. So if I kill 2 of them, one turn, when your turn comes around, you roll a dice for each one that's died.
Yeah.
And on the 6, it gets back up.
Oh, okay.
Whereas these don't do that. That's why I brought him. Because he does that. But I can only do 1 man. Whereas every man of yours can get back up.
Yeah.
Right, so you've placed him. I'm going to put my combat squad around that objective. Okay, and you've got those 10 men to place.
So they've got to be behind.
They've got to be behind that. So no further than the edge of that third square.
Yeah.
And that'll be your deployment zone.
So I could put like a few of them.
Yep, you could literally just line them up, just for simplicity's sake. They do have the added bonus of if I kill a few, some of them might get back up.
Yeah. So I could do it like like you see armies on TV where they're like.
You could have them ranked if you want, yeah, because it's quite a small board. There's very little risk of anything being out of range.
So I put that one there, and that whole bit is covered then, isn't it?
Yeah, you don't really need to sort of do denial.
Huh?
You don't really need to deny movement or anything like that. I mean, them being there is usually enough.
Yeah.
Because if we were to stay as we are, the game would be a draw.
Right.
Because you'd get 2 points a turn, and I would get 2 points a turn because we've got an objective, 2 objectives each.
Yeah.
So if we stayed as we are, we a draw. So the idea is you have to kind of take a bit of a risk and attack. Say, I'll have to try and outshoot them and then move up to hold that. But because we've got 3 units each, it makes it a little bit more harder. I'll put my apothecary there. Okay, so we're set.
Yeah, set.
Right, power level. Right. 4 battalions determine each army's power level by adding together the power ratings of all units, which we've done that. They're both at 15. Which is basically it's a very vague measure of how much I have compared with how much you've got on the board. So, for example, I think I don't even remember, I think he's 5. Probably completely wrong, but for example, he's 5, that's 3, he's definitely 3. And so on. So you add it all up, and that's my power level, then you add all yours up, that's your power level. And it's just a rough measure, so if you keep the armies vaguely even.
Cool.
So if both the player with the lowest power level is the underdog, well, they're both equal. If both have the same power level, the player who assigned the deployment zones is the underdog. So you're the underdog.
Yeah.
If the difference between the power levels of the 2 armies is 10, no. The underdog receives 2. Well, there's no difference in power level, and normally you'd have 3 rerolls each if you're what's called a battle forged army, which they are. So technically, we both have 3 rerolls each, and you can use those rerolls on anything. You can even make me reroll something that I've got right.
Oh, okay.
And I might do the same. So your 3 there, and my 3 there. Just because it adds a little bit interesting. Right, the underdog chooses who has the first turn. So you get to decide whether you go first or I go first.
I'll go first.
Cool. No, that's good. It stops you being bored watching me.
I see.
Not that you should get much time to, because this is a very small game.
Yeah. Okay, so
what you need to do now is find your Necron book. That's the pencil for you. I need to get my drink.
What am I looking for in my Necron book?
Right, if you go through the Necron book, there'll be sort of towards the end, after all the story and background and what have you, towards the so that's right. Okay, so 2 of your units are on this page, so if I follow that one. So you've got Necron Warriors, which are the ones with the green tubes. You've got Immortals,
which is the one with the bigger guns.
which is the one with those bigger guns. The guns they are using is the Tesla carbine. And these guys only have 1 gun. That's all they have. That's all they've got.
Okay.
So what you can do first, excuse me, is the movement phase. So each unit can move in inches the value of M, which is their move.
So they can move 5 inches.
So the Warriors
can move 5 inches.
and the Immortals can move 5. I think most Necrons can move 5. And most Space Marines can move 5 or 6.
So I can decide where.
So you just move, you can move each unit up to that move value. And once each model is moved, you need to maintain the 2 inch
2 inches.
gap. So for simplicity, I would probably just move them
into
to the windows so they can fire. And they wouldn't really need to move any further than that because they'll be in range.
Yeah.
in a
So they're kind of shielded, but they can still fire.
yeah
at the same time.
that wall they can see me. That
Yeah.
will give them a cover bonus, so that will give them a bonus to their armor save because they're hidden. Whereas only a couple of mine will get a bonus.
It's outside. I thought,
Yeah.
that was your laptop. Because it sounded like it was coming from there, but it's not. It's outside.
It's the fridge, I think. Okay, so again they can move 5.
Okay.
Depends whether you want to try and move them from where they are, because they don't need to move to be able to fire. But the closer they get,
The higher they're gonna.
they'll get within their half range because their weapon has a rapid fire,
Right.
which is in the shooting phase part. So rapid fire weapons. A model firing a rapid fire weapon doubles the number of attacks it makes if its target is within half the weapon's range.
Okay.
So that thing, those have a range of 24.
So it says 5 inches.
So if they can move 5, you'll then get within half range of mine.
So if
Because
they're.
they should be 12 inches away already. So as soon as you move forward, they'll be within half range. Then instead of getting 10 shots, you'll get 20 shots
So like,
against 5 men.
that's it
Will
there, isn't
probably
it?
kill them all.
So trying to keep the 5-inch distance. If I do it like before, have 5 and then 5 behind.
Yeah, you can move them however you want. Also, once you start moving the front few, I tend to just move the rest up behind them as long as they don't move any further than the ones
Yeah.
at the front. Otherwise, it can just take you a lifetime to move it all.
Oh, go on now. I'm trying to keep working.
Okay.
Someone sideways. There we go.
And then the Cryptek,
So that's this one.
that guy, whether you want to move him or not. But I think in that book, he's further towards the front of the book within the similar.
Yeah.
He'll be in what's called.
Cryptek, here he is.
Oh, you found him. Well, that's handy. He's on the next page.
5 inches.
So he can move 5, but he has. Does
His
it have-
range is 12 inches.
Yeah, does it have the kinetic cloak there?
There.
There. I think that
The model
changes his move.
So has a move characteristic of 10 inches and gains the fly keyword.
That means he can basically just move across anything because he basically goes up and over it.
Oh, right.
Because
Okay.
he's floating on that little.
Oh, yeah,
it's
I
like,
see.
It's like a hoverboard.
Yeah, I
kind of
see
thing
now,
almost.
yeah.
So he can move wherever. But I think the kinetic cloak does something else as well.
In addition, at the start of your turn, you can select one friendly
Dynasty. So yeah, Dynasty is sort of their faction.
Yeah, model that has the living metal ability and that is within 3 inches of this model. That model regains D3 lost wounds rather than 1
What?
from its living metal ability.
Okay. So when he suffers a wound, he has the living metal rule. So that means every turn he'll regenerate a lost wound.
Right, okay.
But because no one else on here has the living metal rule, because the living metal rule is only for individuals,
Right. So that doesn't
so
really...
he better use it on himself
Oh, right.
because
okay.
he is within 3 inches of himself.
Yeah.
It's like he benefits from his bonus as well.
Mhm.
Now, I think there's another. Oh yeah, and anybody within within 3 inches of him, when you roll the roll for them to get back up,
Yeah.
you can add 1 to the roll as well. So sometimes it's sensible to keep him
Near those.
near those,
Mm-hmm.
but try and keep him within 3 inches of that. So it might be an idea to move him there
Inside.
to there, because as long as they're closer to me than he is,
So if you put him...
so you could put him there. He's within 3 inches of the objective marker. He's within 3 inches of that unit. So when I shoot them, if I get to actually shoot back at them, because they are closer to me than he is, I cannot shoot at him, and you can't shoot at him either because they're closer to you than he is.
Yeah.
You can't shoot at a character unless it's the closest model,
Right.
unless you've got a special rule that exempts you from it. But at least that way, you get the point, and they'll get a bonus to their roll to see which of them can get back up.
See if I can resurrect any of them.
Yeah, exactly. In a normal game, I probably would have had him there, because then they would both benefit. But we're trying to get the objectives. So. Okay. So that's all your moving done. So we'll skip the psychic phase, because you don't have any psychers at all.
Oh, is it still me?
It's still you. You'll do a move, a shoot, an assault if you want to charge somebody, and then it'll go to me.
Oh, right, okay.
Which I always have a problem with, because I'd rather move, shoot.
Yeah.
Would make more sense.
That's what I
would
thought
make
it
more
would
sense
be,
to me.
but...
Or like some of the smaller games like Necromunda, you'll move one model, they'll do all their actions. Then you'll move one model, they'll do all their actions, and so on. Which would make more sense to me, but it would probably take a lot longer that way.
Possibly.
So what you do now?
I suppose if you're waiting for each.
Yeah. But it would mean you haven't got as long to wait in between doing something. On the big game. But either way. Right, what you do now is you now choose a unit to fire with. It can all fire.
Yes, I say they both.
And they can all fire all of their weapons if they have more than one, which they don't. In this.
They don't.
So what I do with this, I tend to just work my way across so I don't miss anything.
Okay. So it's probably going to be either them I shoot at or them.
It'll probably be they would shoot at them because they can't target. They can't really see him. They can see him, but they can't target him because he's not the closest. They would, I imagine, have to shoot them because they're probably marginally closer to them than they are him. They are 8 inches away from him. Who are 8.5? That was close. Okay, so yeah, I tend to just start from one side and work my way across.
Okay, so if I...
unless I specifically want something to shoot at something before they do. So if I had a team that's got like a big gun, like a heavy weapon, I wanted to use it on a specific target, I'd probably use that first and use that squad, and then the rest I then would find something else to shoot at.
Yeah. If I shoot at them,
Yeah.
does the one at the back regenerate them?
He will do. Unless you kill them all.
Right.
And then they're gone. And then you can shoot him. He's a character as well.
As if I could shoot them and start shooting him, that would get me closer to that objective.
You'd be able then to, I'd have nothing to guard that except for him, probably.
Okay, I'm going to go for them.
Yep.
So what do I do now?
So how many dice have you got there? So
6.
So that makes 10. And then you need, because they are within half range,
Oh, I get an extra 10, don't I?
you get, it doubles. So it goes from being, it's a rapid fire 1, isn't it? I think. It says, and it's got weapons and it's got type.
Which one am I, sorry?
We look at the warriors. It says weapon and there's a type.
Rapid fire 1.
Rapid 1, I thought it was. So you need another.
So I get
so you get 20 dice.
shots.
20 shots. And then they hit their hit roll. Is you see where it says BS? And it's got a number and a plus.
I'm not sure, am I?
So on the top line there'll be there's
BS.
BS
3 plus.
3 plus? 3 plus, of course. How rude.
Yeah.
Okay, so they hit all 3s or more.
So I need to get...
So any 1s and 2s will miss.
So just do them in the middle then.
Yeah, we do them in the middle.
Really?
Good see. So those 2s, they miss.
No, 3.
No, it's got a grubby bit. The 3's there.
Conveniently.
Yeah, the 3's there. In fact, they're not. So
I'd have to count how many I've got, yeah?
So there's 8 there. Keep those to one side.
Right.
So they've hit. They roll those 10 again. Those 10 as well. That's not good for me. It's a little bit better, but so the 1s and the 2s have
those
missed.
out.
I'll try them in.
Yeah.
Out of the way. And then grab all those together.
Yeah.
They're all the ones that hit. Right. They're Space Marines, so they have a toughness value of 4.
Okay.
Your weapon has a strength.
Of 3.
Does it say 3?
The S, does that mean?
Oh no, sorry. This now what we do now is, so you've chose targets, you fired.
I have fired.
So you've hit. So what we need to do now is on this little chart here. So you have the attacks, strength versus target. So the strength in shooting will be the S value of the weapon.
S value 4.
So it's an S value of 4, and against my toughness value, which is on the top line, but it'll be my one.
The S.
No, it'll be the T.
4.
The T next to it. So the T of these guys is also 4.
Yeah.
So you use the strength of the weapon and you compare it against the T of the target.
So the S against the T.
But not your, but it won't be your T, it'll be the T on mine.
Yeah, that's what I mean. My S, your T.
Exactly.
They're both 4.
They're both 4. So the strength is equal to the toughness, so it means you roll a 4 or more. So you've got 1, 2, 3, doesn't wound.
So
a 4,
I need all these dice to be 4 or over.
Yeah. Because it's a 50-50. Because
Yeah.
it equals a 50-50.
Right. Okay. Come on, die. Kill his men.
That's a little better for me.
Mm.
There are
The
certain
1s, 2 and 3s I'm taking out,
1s,
aren't I?
2s and 3s, so that's a little bit, but there is enough there to kill them all. There is exactly enough there to kill the whole squad. But because now what we do now is
I don't like this butt bit.
I now have to take a saving throw. So, well, actually, firstly, you allocate the wounds. So you've got in your pot essentially you have 5 wounds. Just to keep them there to remind how many we've got.
Yeah.
There's 5 men there. So I can allocate the wound. Realistically, they've only got 1 wound each, so all I can do is allocate 1 each, I think. Because if I allocate the all 5 to 1 man, that would be a bit I think that would be cheating. So what I now do, the player commanding the target unit makes a saving throw by rolling a dice
Radio.
and modifying the roll by the armour penetration characteristic of the weapon.
Okay.
So the weapon, you'll see, has what's called an AP.
Yep. -1.
-1. Well, luckily for me, because I'm a Salamander, is what their faction is, they have their armours made, they look after their armour better than most people. So anything with a minus value of 1 counts as 0.
Right.
So I don't get any modifiers to my armour saves against -1s. If it were a -2, then it would still be a -2. Anything that's -1 counts as 0. So any of their weapons, I get my full armour save against, which is still... These guys, their armour is a 3+, so 1s and 2s will fail. all but 1. Yeah, oh well. It's them 4 gone.
Woohoo! But then you've got to take your turn and you could
But now
probably
they've
knock half of mine out.
Fired. Yeah, you took out a big chunk of what I've got with that. Right. Oops.
Dropping dice again.
That also means I've got to take a morale test because I lost. Yeah, but I'll explain that in a bit.
Okay.
Okay, so actually what I'm going to do, I am going to use 2 of my rerolls because that was a bit horrendous. And they both stay.
That's not fair.
That's better. I don't think they can fail morale test. I'll check that in a bit. That's better, double 6. Okay, but you can do the same. So, I've only got 1 left now. And that was only your first unit firing.
Yes.
So the cryptic can also fire.
So I can make him fire as well at the moment.
He can fire. His stat is next page, isn't it? So his weapon has a range of 12, I think.
12 inches, yeah?
12 inches. because he is just ever so slightly over the edge, and these tiles being 12, so he is in range with his staff. I forget what, I think does it get 1 shot or 2?
Where do I find that bit?
It'll be under type, so I have a type and
Assault 3.
And that number reflects how many dice you can use to fire with. So he has assault 3.
Yeah.
So that means you need 3 dice.
Do these matter anymore?
Nope, they're done with now.
Right. So
just take 3.
3.
And then you need to look at what his BS is. And that
3 plus.
That tells you what you need to score.
So I need to get over 3s.
Yeah.
Bum.
Yeah.
I've only got 3.
So then, for him, I will get a plus to my armour.
Oh, for that little bit.
For the intervening cover, which is shooting through a building.
Be nice to me, dice. Be nice to me.
They all hit.
I hit as well.
Okay.
So they all hit.
Yep, so now you need to look at the S of the weapon.
5.
5. So my toughness is 4. So the strength of the weapon is greater than the toughness, means you require a 3 to win. So only 1s and 2s won't win. So if you roll the 3 dice again, there'll be 1s and 2s fail.
Is that down?
Yeah, we'll do that. It's on the board.
Oh.
So only one of them wins me.
Yeah.
Okay, so what's the AP? Is it -2?
-2.
-2. So that's -2, so that makes my save 5 plus.
Right.
Because it's -2, their ability doesn't count. But because I'm in the cover,
Yeah.
it adds me +1, but it doesn't then mean it counts as -1 for my ability. It's still -2 as that. So I have to now roll a 4 plus to save. No. You see all kinds of people doing these mental gymnastics to try and work out if they can bodge these little rules into make more favourable for themselves.
Yeah.
Silly little people.
Yes, indeed.
Okay. So we fired at them, he's fired, they fired, so now it's just the,
So
the
5,
Immortals. Yeah, if you go back to the Immortals, I think their weapons are Assault 1 or 2. It's the Tesla carbine.
24-inch. I'm getting on one.
That's the Warriors, it's the Immortals.
Oh, I wasn't the right one.
Tesla carbine. Say Assault, I think it's the bottom one.
Yeah. Assault 2.
Assault 2, so you need 2 dice for each man, so you need 10 dice. This weapon has a special rule that any 6 you roll,
right,
because they basically fire lightning, so the lightning hits and then arcs onto other people. So for every 6 you roll to hit, you score 2 automatic extra hits, as well as the hit. So for every 6 counts as 3 hits. So they can fire
6s.
So they
need the 6s.
They can churn out quite a lot of damage for a small unit.
Oh.
That one there, because it's what's called cocked, because it's on its side.
Yeah.
So you roll that one again. That one is a 4, because it actually has landed right
Landed between his legs. So we've rolled this one again, yeah?
Yeah, so far, no 6s.
What do I need above 2?
Immortals are 3s or more, I think, as well.
Where am I looking?
It'll be their BS.
3 plus.
Yeah, so they're 3s as well. So 2 are no good, but the rest are all hits. Luckily for me, there's no 6s. But there's still...
Damn it.
That's still 8 hits. Whoa. Right, I need to look at the S of the Tesla carbine.
5.
S5.
Oh no, hang on. Yeah, 5. Sorry.
It's 5. So my toughness is 4. So again, the strength of the weapon is greater than my toughness. So you need a 3 or more.
3 or more.
To win.
Okay. So with all these, 3 or more.
Yes. Each one, or 3 or more, causes a wound. So that would be half. So there's 4.
Mm-hmm.
The Tesla carbine, however, does not have an AP value. I think it's 0.
It is 0.
It is 0, yeah.
So what does that mean?
So that means I get unmodified armor save.
What does that mean?
It means I can roll. I need to roll. So whatever that save value is, there.
Is it on mine?
Yeah. If you look at, well, it doesn't matter which one.
3+.
So for example, my one is also 3+.
Yeah.
Like that. I deduct that. So the AP value.
Yeah.
I deduct that much from my roll.
Mm-hmm.
And if what the roll is after the deduction is still 3 or more, then they save. If it goes below 3, then it goes through their armour. They have a 3+.
I need him to get under 3.
They're not really in cover.
No, they're not.
So, all but one. And I'll take him out because he's the most exposed. That's 4.
Yeah, I'm guessing now you get to hit me.
And that is your shooting.
Yeah.
You can try to charge with them.
Mm-hmm.
Because they are only. So now we're on to what's called the charge phase, which is where you can choose a unit to charge with. They aren't very good in assault,
right?
But they do have the advantage of the fact that there's 10 of them and only two of them.
Yeah.
So you've got.
What's the distance they need to be?
The distance they would need to be, and the distance away from the closest is 9.
9.
No, it's 8. 8 inches away.
8 inches.
You need to finish your charge 1 inch or less from the model.
Right.
So realistically, you need a 7. 7 inches, you need to be able to move 7 inches. To charge, so what you do is you choose. So you choose a target. So, so say you choose. So you've chosen those guys to charge with.
Yeah.
What I now do is I fire Overwatch at you.
Mm-hmm.
Flamer is not in range. Or is it?
I'm hoping his weapons aren't in range because.
The bolt gun is.
Oh, great. One is. But then I have 10 men to his 2.
And also the bolt gun we'll see in a second, in Overwatch, I need to roll 6s.
I'm actually understanding this a lot more than I thought I would.
Yeah, I need to roll.
In a way. We are playing a very basic version of the game.
I'm finding it.
But I'm finding it easier to understand than I thought I would.
Overwatch, I need to roll 6s to hit you. Because I'm firing.
Okay, so you need to get 6s.
I'm firing at someone who's running very fast.
So it's more of a chance I have of you.
But the Flamer.
Hopefully, not wounding.
The Flamer, however, has a range of 8. And the Flamer model is 9 inches away.
Yes.
So the Flamer actually can't fire.
He can't use that one.
Because the Flamer does D6 automatic hits. Because it shoots a jet of flame. So I can only use the bolt gun and the melter gun.
Yeah.
Okay. But you're within half range, so he's going to fire the bolt gun on rapid fire.
Mm-hmm. And miss every time.
A 1 and a 2, so that missed. And
He missed. I don't know why I'm laughing now, because when it's his turn to shoot, he's probably going to kill me completely.
And then there's the melter gun.
Yes.
Oh, that was nearly on 6 and it flipped over.
So what does that mean?
So what we do now is you now have to roll 2 dice together.
Okay.
Actually, no, first, we don't do that. Yeah, we do. Yeah, we do, sorry. Right, you make the charge move. So what you do to make the charge is you roll 2 dice together. Mm-hmm. And when you add those 2 dice together, that means how far they move. So you might not even get there. Mm-hmm. Yep, 11. So what that 11 means you do...
I'm definitely there.
11 would get you there, but because you only declared them,
mm-hmm.
you can't charge him. Because if you were to declare both of them. You could have declared both of them, but
Oh, now he tells me. Now he
keep it
tells
simple
me.
and just do one at a time. I think they're going to be all right against two Space Marines. So all you now do is move them so that they're within 1 inch of him, of these guys.
That's not exactly going to be hard, is it?
But you can only move each guy 11 inches. So
Which is
well, 11 inches was there, so they can get basically there.
Yeah.
And they're not within 1 inch of him.
If I just move them over and if you put them where they should be.
You get them.
I don't want to knock things over any more than I already am.
They may not be doing all this correctly, but I don't remember.
Mm-hmm.
The combat, I find the combat phase very vague.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's the charge done. That's them sorted. There's no other charges to do because there's no point charging them because they're probably better off where they are anyway.
Yeah, because they're protected, aren't they?
Yeah. He probably no because he was just 12 anyway. So you need and they wouldn't make it, and you wouldn't be able to get to them anyway.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay.
Under partial cover.
Yeah, so what we do now is now move on to the actual fight phase. Because you charged, you get all the units that charge in a turn go first.
Okay, so
and then I get to go back. So what we do,
10.
so the first thing, it's slightly different with that. So what we do with first thing is you do a 3 inch, what's called a pile-in.
Yeah.
So you can move each man 3 inches to get closer. So you can do that guy to the back of him, that guy to there.
I mean, so they're completely
So they're totally surrounded. Because when you choose to fight in a minute, the more you can get closer, the more you can fight with. Right, so choose targets.
We know our targets.
So you've got two guys there, so all their attacks are identical because they've all got the same. They're only going to be hitting them with their fists or the bladed into their gun, basically. They're not very good at combat, but
it's 2 to 10.
they are. You've got dice on your side because of the quantity of dice, and they are as strong as they are tough. So you'll be wounding on 4 still. So choose targets. You've got 10 guys. The best thing to do is probably just go 50-50 on each man.
So 5 dice for each.
So yeah. So what we do here is you look at the warriors. You look at what it says on the A, on their line, top line. So you've got 1. So they get 1 dice each.
So 5 for one model and 5 for the other. Five to hit one of yours and 5 to hit the other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just trying to remember if you get an extra dice for charging or not. I can't remember now. I get an extra dice because you charged me, because of my rule, special rule in Space Marine.
I disagree.
No, it doesn't say anything about charge. I think it might be in a previous edition. You used to get an extra dice when you charged.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so yeah, you get 10 dice, and when it's in the combat phase, or the fight phase, sorry, you need the result that says WS for the warriors.
3+.
So they hit on 3+ as well. In there.
So anything 3 and above.
So anything 3 and above, you've scored a hit.
Does it matter if I do all 10 at the same time?
Nope, it's easier, quicker. Unless you roll like 90 dice at a time, then it's a little bit different. But.
Yeah.
Okay, so more than half.
Right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6.
So 6 there. So right, so that's 6 hits. So what we need to do now is we go slightly back. It uses the exact same table as shooting to wound. So so you're not using their weapon now. Unless they've got a weapon that says type melee, which they don't.
They don't know.
So you use the character's actual strength,
which is
the S of the warrior's stat.
That one.
So yeah, use the actual
4.
one. So their strength is 4. My toughness is 4. So you need 4s. It's 50-50. So you roll those 6 again. You need 4s or more.
Come on, 4s. Come on, 4s.
That's 4.
Yep.
So because they are hitting with their fists, essentially, there's no AP value. So I get my unmodified save.
Yeah.
Which is 3+. I only need to fail 2. Because there's 4 hits, but there's only 2 guys. They've only got 1 wound each. So 2 saved, but 2 failed. That means they are both out of there.
Oh, yay!
So that means I can't bring them back to life. Because they're gone. Completely. What you can do now is you can make a 3-inch move once you've won a combat. But you're within 3 inches of that objective. You've got more models around it than I have. So your 3-inch move, you can't make a 3-inch move to get into another fight. Because in the previous editions you could go from fight to fight to fight to fight if you were clever with your positioning or lucky.
So it'd be good to keep those around that objective.
So you can mob that objective. So at the end of this, once I've gone, at the end of the turn, you'll get 3 and I'll get 1 point. Goes to show that whoever goes first generally wins.
I remember you saying that before I did it.
Yeah. Whoever goes first generally wins.
I remember you saying that before.
Yeah. Unless you keep loads
See, some of it does go in when you're talking
unless you
to
keep
me.
loads of your men off the table. But then you run the risk because they come back randomly. They come on randomly. You never get to choose when they come on unless you roll a special rule or something. Okay, so that's your turn done. Okay, now it's on to me. They're not going to move. Find the apothecary. I think his move is either 5 or 6, but I don't remember. It's probably 6. Yeah, move of 6. It's annoying though because his gun is actually not legal anymore. Used to be able to give him all sorts of guns, but now he's got a grav pistol. But now you can't. He's just got a bolt pistol, and apparently he's got a chainsword somewhere.
Is that?
It must be on the. Yeah, that must count as a chainsword.
I'm just guessing.
Yeah, I think that counts as a chainsword. So there's not really any point moving him. Yeah. So I'll keep him where he is. They're going to stay where they are. The worst captain. Gonna try and take them on. Good luck to him. He does have 6 wounds. So it's
that was when I started.
So he's got more wounds than that whole squad.
Oh right, okay.
Because he's a hero, he's tougher,
Yeah.
he's better, he knows when to hide, and he's got better armour. That represents that. He's also got better guns as well.
So are all my men about to die?
Yeah, probably a chunk of them. They're not going to move. He moved. There's no point in moving. He's going to help him. So, now goes to my shooting. I have... Do they have it in the tactical squad? No, they do not. So we'll have to go to the back. Characteristics are. But these guys are going to shoot them. They're within half range, so they can rapid fire their bolt guns. But there's now only 3 of them.
Cool.
Well, there's 3. These are bolt guns.
All right.
And that's a heavy grav cannon.
Ah, okay.
So I get 2 dice. 6 there. So I get 2 dice each. Space Marines hit on 3s as well.
The one with the big gun, does
Yeah.
he shoot separately?
I'll shoot him separately because otherwise you get the dice mixed up and you don't know whether they've hit or that's hit.
Yeah.
So sometimes you can roll them. Well, you can if you want. You can roll those ones for those, and you can roll a different colour to represent those. So I hit on 3s.
I was just checking.
Yeah. So all but 1 hits. I'm going to save my. Each unit of a salamander can re-roll 1 hit dice, 1 wound dice as well in a turn. I'm going to save the re-roll to hit for that thing because it's more powerful. So I've hit 5 times with bolt guns. Immortals, what are Immortals' team?
4.
4. So bolt guns are 4, so I need 40 more. Oh my lord.
He didn't get one.
Not 1.
Not one hit.
That was pitiful. Didn't even get the armour save. And you'd have got a +1 for being in there. Okay. Right. Heavy grav cannon. Well, no, just grav cannon, isn't it? Grav cannon and grav amp. Heavy 4. 4 dice. 3s to hit. They use the reroll. So they all hit. Their strength, that is a strength 5 against your T4. I wound you on 3s. Don't need the reroll because they all wound. Grav cannon has a -3 to the armour save.
Which one's that, sorry?
The save, so it'd be SV at the top.
+3.
So you got +3. So you need to have a result of +3. But you need to deduct -3 for the weapon, but you get a +1 for being in cover.
Right.
So it basically makes it -2. So whatever you roll, you deduct 2 from the roll, and any that are 3 or higher save.
So 5.
4, sorry. Fires 4 shots.
Oh.
So 4 dice. So you roll those.
What do I need?
1s and 2s will fail. But we'll work it out. So that's a fail because it's a -2. That's a fail because it's a -2. That's a fail because -2 goes down to 2, and it goes down to 1. So that's 4 fails. So he just took out 4 of them.
So I have to take 4 more.
So take 4 of them. Yeah.
It doesn't really matter, does
No,
it?
no, they're all the same. There's no leader in those guys. They're all identical. But the downside is they could get back. Some of those could get back up. And I'm out of shots now, so because once they're all gone, you can't do the reanimation thing. But as long as there's 1 left, you can roll the animation.
Yeah.
Okay, right.
So that's them done.
That's them done. Now I'm on to the captain. The captain has a mastercrafted auto bolt rifle. So it's basically just a big machine gun. But because he's a captain, he gets a better version of it. Because it's master crafted, I think that means I get to re-roll to hit. Sure, that's what it is. Shows how long I've playing this game. And I stopped playing Space Marines for ages because I got fed up with getting beaten by Death Guard.
It's all Irish to me.
Where's the bit that says about? Where's the log here?
Ignore my little weird singing thing. I don't know why I do that. Aside from the fact I'm a bit weird. Hence the name.
I thought master crafted weapons make you re-roll.
I don't know.
No, it doesn't. They got higher damage.
Got higher damage?
Yeah, which
Right.
this is irrelevant against them because they got 1 wound.
Yeah.
He hits because he hits on 2s
Okay.
because he's better
Yeah.
than normal Space Marine. So all his rolls hit,
All his rolls hit. That's not
which
fair.
is a strength 4 against your toughness of 4.
Yeah.
I can re-roll one of those because of his Salamander ability.
Still doesn't wound. So only 1 wounds, and that weapon has no AP.
So what does that mean?
So it basically means you get your normal full save.
Which is?
It'll be the SV next to the
It's
warriors.
the 4+.
So there's his wound. So you basically, if on a 4+ on 1 dice, just one.
Just one.
Just one, only one. He only hit once.
I don't think that's fair that I only get some
Well,
wounds.
he only wounded once, sorry. And he
It's a
saved.
6. Woohoo!
Okay, so he saved. Fine.
Save summon my men.
Okay. He's not going to fire his bolt pistol. He's going to throw a frag grenade
Oh, brilliant.
because it means he's got more chance of hitting more
So,
people.
he didn't kill me with his first one, so now he's going to throw a grenade at me.
Yep. It's a pretty weak weapon though.
Oh, right, okay.
So the grenade has a 6-inch range.
I still don't want him to take any more of my men.
He's 1 inch away. I was hoping to thin them down a bit before the captain charged them. I think 10 is still a bit of a tall order for a captain, just by the sheer volume of dice. Right, so the
I can't help it that the dice are in my favour today.
frag grenade has a range of 6, so it's
far.
definitely within range. It has the grenade has a type of grenade, grenade D6, so that means it has D6 hits. So that means I have five hits. So I now need to roll 5 dice to see which of those actually hit.
It's got to be over what?
Space Marines is a 3, so 2 of them miss, but I can re-roll 1 to hit the Salamander. Still misses. So
He still missed.
3 hits.
Yes, Warhammer of the 40k. This is my first time playing. He's obviously played for a very long time.
And I'm still very rusty.
But
What?
still better than me because I'm literally learning as we play. We're also streaming on his channel as well, so his channel has the above view from the camera there. So yeah, I'm learning on the fly. Actually retaining more of it than I thought I would as well, which is which is good for me. I don't usually understand these things that well. So
I hit you 3 times.
okay.
The grenade is an explosive one, so it's weaker than those. So this has a strength of 3 against your toughness of 4.
Yeah.
So, because strength of the weapon is lower than toughness, I need 5s to hurt you.
Get a 1 to them.
2 1s and a 6. So I damaged one of them, but it has no modifier to your save again. So you need to roll your save on 1
That's
dice.
for the SV, isn't it?
Yeah.
4+ on
Yep.
1.
Yep.
Come on above 4. Come on above 4.
I've got 1.
Oh,
And you pick 1 to remove.
I'm going to pick one right at the back because that be better?
Yeah, either. Yeah, it makes a difference. Sometimes if you take one from the front, it can make it the distance far enough that I can charge you.
Oh right.
But there's no hope of that.
There's still 9 of them there.
Yeah, no hope of that there.
They still have 9.
Righty. So that's the shooting done. That was pretty pitiful.
9 of my little ones.
That was pitiful. And mind you, that said, I took out the Immortals pretty much, so it's not too bad. Yes.
Yeah, I only have 1 immortal left.
And you won't get a point from the objective from him either. 'Cause he's
I was too far away.
too
I should have
away
taken it. Oh.
So I didn't even think of that at the time.
Oh, now
You
you.
can swap if you want.
No.
Swap if you want.
It's funny how he tells me these rules
Well,
afterwards.
I said about the 3 inches right at the very start.
Yeah.
Okay, so he's get a point. He'll get a point.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's why I knocked it over. Sorry.
He'll get a point, and they'll get a point because there's more than
So
me.
I have-
Unless I can thin them down with the assault.
So after that round, I have.
It hasn't finished yet because
Oh,
I've
okay.
still got to do my assault. I'm not going to bother rolling.
Trying to pick up the pencil that I dropped on the floor earlier.
I'm not going to bother rolling my charge roll because it'd have to be a minus figure for me to fail that. But you now get to fire Overwatch at whoever charges first. So firstly, I'm going to charge with the Apothecary.
Okay.
No, I'm not. I'm going to charge with the Captain first, because the Apothecary can heal the Captain.
No!
So you now get to fire Overwatch with 9 warriors.
So 9 dice.
No, because you're within half range. Because you're within half range, you get double. So you get
I get 18.
So you get 18 dice.
3, 6, 9, 12, 13, 16, 18.
No, you had 16. I gave you 3. You count again.
2,
You
4,
had said you had 16.
6,
Got 3.
8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18. Ooh. I'm doing more damage to everything, knocking it over than I am.
Oh, I've knocked
Like-
stuff all over the time.
Okay. Has on and off. Okay.
You need 6s to hit. So, out of all that,
I've got 1 here.
you got 1. So, to be honest, Overwatch, because you such a high roll, it's very rare that you hit anything.
Yeah.
Legs are sticking in your chest. Right, so the Captain, his toughness, I think, is still 4. Yes.
Yeah. I've got 1 out of 18.
So his weapon strength, their weapon strength is 4, and his toughness is 4.
Right.
So it will be equal.
Okay.
So his is 4. The strength of the weapon is 4. His toughness is 4.
Yeah.
Being equal, so it makes it a 4+.
You'll get over 4.
So you've got to get.
I've got-
You've got to roll on 1 dice. You've got to roll more than a 4
Oh, God.
to injure him. It won't kill him because he's got. It doesn't wound. Okay.
And I get a 3.
The Captain is
I needed a 4 and I got a 3.
is there. Okay, and I'm going to charge the Apothecary as well. You can't fire him because he's now made it.
Yeah.
They can't fire Overwatch at anyone else that piles in afterwards.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, right. So now it's piling. So the Captain's going to go to there, so he can hit more. And he is armed with a power sword,
Power sword.
which he has 5 attacks.
Ow.
Ouch.
Sorry. See, look, I'm wrecking the board more than I'm actually like delivering damage in the game.
He has 5 attacks, but because the Space Marines have the shock assault rule, when he is charges, or performs a heroic intervention, I can add 1 extra dice.
No.
So he now rolls 6 attacks. So he could theoretically kill 6 of them. And they probably won't get an armour save against his sword. No, they won't. -3. But he's got to wound them first still.
Sure, he's making this up.
So I used up my reroll to hit when shooting.
You did.
I didn't bother with the wound. I saved that. He hits on 2s. But also, because he's a captain, he has an aura. I can reroll hit rolls of 1 for attacks made by models in friendly chapter units whilst they're within 6 inches of him. And hit that includes
So you can re-roll
so I
both
can
of those.
reroll the 1s.
Get ones, get ones.
I can't reroll it. You can never reroll a dice small ones either.
Mhm.
So he's hit 5 times.
So that's 5 of them.
5 hits.
Oh,
Now
dead.
I need 4s to wound because his strength is the same as their toughness.
Ones, get ones. That is
So
1.
I've got a 1 and a 3. I've got 1 reroll to wound. He's got, which is now a 4. So he's wounded
4.
4. Oh, that was a 6. He's wounded 4 of them.
Yeah.
His weapon has an AP of -3, and their save is 4+.
Yeah.
So that would mean you would need a 7.
What does that mean?
If you rolled a 6, if you were to roll a 6,
Yeah.
your save, you then deduct that by 3, would give you
3.
3. They need a 4+ to save. So if the weapon has a AP of -3, and you'll save a 4+, you cannot save. Unless you get a bonus modifier from somewhere. So 4 of them are dead.
Oh, I don't know which ones to take away now.
Yeah, and it's entirely up to you which ones you remove. Because you get to swing back as well.
Okay.
You get to attack back.
Right.
Because they're not all dead, they get to attack back. You killed all of them, so I didn't attack back because they all got killed. So it's better, when you're in assault, it's better to remove the ones from the back.
Yeah.
So because that way,
When they shoot, they can.
when they attack back.
It'll be.
Or sometimes if you want them to not be in assault, you can remove the front ones.
Mm-hmm.
And then they're not in combat then.
Yeah.
So it depends. If you want them to not be in combat the next turn,
Yeah.
you can remove them and then they can fire.
Yes.
Whereas if they're in combat and they want to fire, they have to do a thing called a withdraw.
Mhm.
When you withdraw, you then can't fire for a turn
Right.
because they're running.
Yeah.
So sometimes it's better to move away, but at least if you stay there, you get to actually hit it back.
Yeah.
But there's not enough of them there to actually kill him now because there's only 5 and he's got 6 wounds, and he hasn't got any either. Although he's not as powerful as him. The apothecary is not as powerful as the captain by any stretch of the imagination.
Good.
So the apothecary gets 3 attacks normally,
Mm-hmm.
and gets 1 for the shock assault roll.
Right.
He is attacking with a chainsword. The chainsword allows me to have 1 extra dice
What?
as well. So he rolls 5 dice. He only hits on 3s though. The captain was hitting on 2s.
Get all 2s and 1s.
He didn't.
Get all 2s and
I
1s.
didn't use my reroll to hit with him either. I can reroll those because it's next to the captain, and I can reroll that because it's the salamander roll. Wow, it all hit.
I'm sure he's using these rules to his advantage.
He hits. on-
Advising me to move certain ones so that it works out better for him.
His strength is 4. Their toughness is 4.
Mm-hmm.
So
You got to hit 4.
So I got 4. So
So that's 3.
that's 3. And I can reroll 1 of those. So that's 4.
Darn it.
But there's no modifier with the chainsword. So you need to
Okay.
make 4 saves of 4 plus. Or 4 dice.
So 4.
4 dice.
You get a
4
4.
dice and you 4s or higher.
4 dice, 4s and more. I've got to stop doing that, singing, because it's not good. Oh, bugger.
So 2 saves and 2 fails. So just take away 2 there.
Take the 2 that you would take
What?
away if it was you.
Which would you take?
No,
I don't think it matters really.
Yeah. That's why I said take away the 2 which you would, because I don't think it makes any difference at all.
So that's still ongoing because it is. So that's the end of that turn.
Right,
So at the end of the turn, we now tally up.
okay.
At the end of the turn, he needs to take what's called a morale test
Right, okay.
because there was 4 of them gone.
So what do I need
I
to
generally
do
always
for
forget the
them?
morale test. The morale test is on that stat line, they'll have an LD on the top, which is leadership. For the
10.
10. That's quite high. Mortars have got quite a bit of a morale. So what you need to do now is you roll. Actually, I don't think they can fail. So just roll dice, add the number of models from the unit that have been slain. If the model exceeds the highest, it can't. You can only get equal to, because what you do, you say they lost 5 men, and they had, so say there were 6 of them, they lost 5 men. You rolled the dice. You then roll. You add to that. Say it rolled a 6. You then you'd add 4 because that's how many men died.
So that would be 10.
No, sorry, you lost 5. Sorry.
No, 4.
So I'm saying
Oh, no,
just for an
sorry.
example. If there was, they've got to take that actually as well. Thinking about it, and they've lost 7. So if the score was 11, you'd be 1 point over. Being 1 point over, you lose what's called a mortal wound.
Okay.
So for each So for each point that a test is failed, so by going over that value, so you've got 11, you remove another model of the unit. If you fail, but he can't fail because only 4 of them have died, which results in 10, which is equal to LD. So units of 5 that have got leadership of 10 can't fail.
Right.
Which is again why I tend to split my space marines into 5s, because they can't lose enough men to make it very easy for them to fail. They, however, I think theirs is 8.
LD?
Yeah, or was it 10 as well?
It's 10 as well.
10 as well. It used to be lower. But they lost 7.
Yeah.
So what you need to roll 1 dice and add 7 to it. And you need to basically get a result of 10 or less with the dice plus the 7.
So that makes 7. 3 plus...
Oh, no, it's how many
oh.
you lost. So,
So-
it's 4 plus 7 gives you 11,
11.
so it means you lose 1. So it's gone over by 1, so that means you lose another man.
Fuck yeah.
Right. Having big units is good, but it also works against you, because if you can chew through loads of them in a game, add quite a high result to the thing, and you end up losing a whole unit just because they've lost the morale test, because they run away. Right, okay. Although, being you, sensible, I would actually get rid of that one.
Yeah, because it's
Because
closer
it
to
means
the
he's
objective.
close, that means you get the objective and I don't. Okay, right, that's the end
So,
of the turn. So you've got 3 and I've got 1.
you didn't tally, you say?
Yeah, I just do tallies.
Yep.
I'll do all that later.
Okay. It's done.
Okay, so then it goes back around again. So now it's your movement again. So you can choose to move people or make them leave or stay where they are. Because you cannot, because if you were to move him to there,
Then
you'd lose that objective. But if he's closer to them, oh, hang on, no, I don't think you'd, in that book. Might be easy if I try and find it.
Yeah, because you know what you're looking
There's the reanimation protocol. I'm just trying to remember when it's done. I think it's done at the very start of the turn. So I don't think it matters if you move him or not. Reanimation. At the beginning of your turn, so it doesn't matter if he moves or not. Do not roll for models that have fled. So that one guy you don't roll for. So for them, so for this unit,
So I can't get him back.
So you can't get one of those back. So for this one, you get 7 dice.
6,
Oh, that's
7.
On every 5, 1 gets back up. Or 5 or 6, sorry. Or 5 or 6, they get one model gets back up on each one.
Come on. Come on. 2.
So you get 2 get back up. So they have to be placed more than an inch away from my men.
Well, that's more than an inch.
So, yeah. And they're 2 inches within each other, so that's
Yeah.
absolutely fine. And then the same for these guys.
Okay, so I want 4.
4, yeah, but none of them ran, so yeah, 4 is good. And then same again, 4, 5s or 6s.
Come on, 5s and 6s.
Three, get back up.
Yes.
And also, you can do that every turn, the ones that are dead.
Ooh.
So even if they haven't got back up this turn, as
I
long
might
as
be able to get them back up
as
next
long
time.
as the unit survives,
So they need to be in 2
they need
inches
to
of
be
each
within 2
other.
inches of each other and 1 inch away from me. It's not a problem there.
Okay.
Okay, so that's now back to your move.
Mhm.
Well, that was I've killed 4 of them and 3 of them got back up.
Mhm. So what's the next?
So first of all, now it goes to
Movement.
movement. So you will now move whatever you need or wish to move.
I'm
If-
definitely going to keep those where they are.
If anything needs to move at all.
Yeah, keep those where they are.
You've got your character guy can either join in or move back out of sight. if he moves within 3 inches of them, they do get +1 to that roll. So then they get back up on 4s as opposed to 5s. They can retreat, but their movement. But it means they can't fire.
Right.
But because it's your turn, it would mean they would go first
At hitting.
to hitting.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna leave them where they are.
Oops.
And hope that works for me. Gonna leave those where they are.
He's basically
Two.
out of range of anything where he is.
Right. So what does he need?
He can move 10 because he's on that float canoptic scarab thing.
I don't have to move him the whole 10, do I?
No, you can move up to 10. So, you
So
can
could I put him here?
You could put him.
Would
there.
he be able to shoot at them still?
Yeah, because he can shoot through the window. So if you put him there, he'd get cover. But then I can move. But they can't. Oh no, they can't be shot at because they are in combat with those.
Oh.
So you can't shoot at them anyway.
So what would 10 inches that way be?
Get to about the drain. And then his range is 12.
So could I
You could move
sort of
to
go
probably
here?
the corner there, and shoot them there.
You can definitely get that one, can't you?
Yeah.
Or does that count? Because they're...
Only one has to be in range to be able to shoot them.
Oh, right, okay. So if I move him to there.
Yeah, no, most of you within range anyway.
Okay, that's all the movement I'm going to do.
She's moving. Okay, so they now fire again. So theirs is the Tesla carbine.
So that's 4 dice, isn't it?
See what it says on the type, because it'll say type assault. Something.
Assault 2.
Assault 2. So that's what each guy gets. So that figure is how many dice you roll per.
So he
man.
gets 2. They get 2 dice each.
Yeah. So
So
that should
that's 8.
suit you get 8 dice. Yeah. And then any 6s score 2 auto hits additionally.
Oh.
Because where the lightning jumps around.
Please.
Oh, you got 3.
Oh, 3 6s. What's there any above? Sorry.
So theirs is 3s, I think. So get rid of the 1s.
Yeah. So I've got 3 6s. What does that mean?
So now you need to roll for wound. So you've got
Yeah.
3 6s. So
Yeah.
that basically means you add another 6 wound rolls. So that's how many you rolled. So you've got 5 plus 6. So actually you've hit 11 times.
Okay.
So you get those 5 plus those 6. So
2,
altogether,
isn't it? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10.
yep, 11. So you need 11 dice.
What do I need?
So you need the strength of the weapon.
5.
5.
So I need above 5.
My toughness is 4. So the strength of the weapon is greater than the toughness.
So I need
Which
3
is
of those.
Yeah.
Come on. 3 and above. Take some of his men out. Let me take his man out. Let me take his man out. Let me take his man out. Oh. 1, 2, 3 taken out. It's about 3, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The 3s, yeah. So
So
that's,
that's-
that's quite a lot.
2,
That's got no AP.
4, 6, 8.
Eat. Oh, weird. Goes over there.
Yep.
These 4 here. Yeah. Sorry about the echo. So we're using the camera. Oops, the one. Using the camera as a overhead camera, and yeah,
I'm streaming on mine as well.
we're still quite new to this. Unfortunately, we do want to get ourselves a proper mic, so that would make things a lot easier.
Yeah.
So I failed
And you might get the echo from mine streaming as well.
Could be.
So.
And we've got the back door open in the house, various noises coming and going, so I do apologise for that. Right, so I saved 6 and I failed 2. That means he's dead. And he's dead.
Woo!
Okay. So that's
Okay.
those fired. He can now fire. His weapon is on the next page. That's it.
Yeah. Sorry. Is it the bottom one or the top one?
It'll be
Staff of Light.
Staff of Light, that's it.
Assault 3.
Assault 3. So you use 3 dice, and then you need to roll whatever his BS. So
3 plus.
cool. So
Oh,
3 more.
man. 3 some more.
Cool. The only thing is though, Volley. Oh no, you can still hit him.
Did you think you got lucky then?
No, sometimes you do. So they all hit. Okay, what's the strength of it?
The weapon?
Yeah.
5.
Okay, so you need 3s. Because the strength of the weapon is greater than my toughness.
So 3 above 3.
Yep, 3 or more.
3 some more. 3 some more. Oh, I'm stop singing.
So they all wound. They are -2. I'm in cover. So that gives me a +1, so that makes it -1. So therefore I need 4s or higher. Ugh,
You got one.
only 1, the other 2, so that means they are dead.
Woo!
Ugh. Cursed Space Marines.
So I've done those. I've done those.
They can't shoot
They can't shoot.
because they're in
Yeah.
combat. So that then means we skip to the fight phase again.
Yes.
It's your turn, so you pick which unit goes first, so yours. And then you need to see what their A value is, which is 1, I think,
Mm-hmm.
the warriors.
So A, did you say?
Yeah.
1.
It's that, yeah, that's their attack. So it's 1 dice each, and they hit on whatever their WS. The WS is their weapon skill.
3 plus.
3, so you need
3 and
3s or more on 4 dice.
Yeah.
That one, because it's on its side, up like that,
Yeah.
you can roll that one again.
That one's taken out
One
anyway.
missed, yeah, so you can roll that one again because it
Please
doesn't.
be good. Please be good.
doesn't
Please be good.
dismount
Please be
flat.
good.
So that's 3 hits. Where would you like the 3 hits to go?
Ooh.
3 hits is not enough to kill either one of them.
Right.
Both of their armour is the same, and both of their toughness is the same. They've both got 4s, and their saves are 3s.
If I weaken the stronger character, would that help me when it's your turn?
Yeah, or if you hurt him, he can't heal himself. I don't think. Whereas he can heal him.
Right. So I'll go to him.
Yeah. So it's 3, wasn't it?
Yes.
So it's 3 plus saves. I don't think he can heal himself anyway. Maybe he can. But it means he can't do anything if he does it. Okay, so 1 goes through and 2 save. So, because he's now wounded, let's get one of these. To show that he now has 3 wounds left. Of his 4. Right, I now get to go back. The apothecary is very angry.
If I finish my go,
That's your go over
do I
there.
not have to do this?
No, because you have not.
Oh, that's-
That's if you lose anything.
Okay.
Okay, so I now go 3 dice. He doesn't get the extra one for the shock assault because he wasn't charged and I didn't charge. But he does get an extra one for his chainsword. And I hit on 3s. They all hit.
Oh, that's not fair.
Wounds on 3s as well. They all wound.
Oh.
He's not going to use a single oh no, you can't use rerolls. It's my turn. They all wound. There's no modifier. You need to roll 4 saves of 4 plus.
Come on, fours. Come on, fours. Yes.
They all save.
Ah!
I thought the lowly apothecary was going to take them all out then. Because you've got nothing else in combat, it goes to me. Because if there was more units, we'd evolve into one of those that didn't charge. But because there's nothing, it goes straight to my captain now. Who again, he gets 5 dice. I don't get the extra dice because he wasn't charged or didn't charge. He hits on 2s and can reroll his 1s. So they all hit. He wounds on 4s because his strength is 4.
That's 2 out.
That's
On 3. On 4, did you
3,
say?
yeah, so it's 3. So it's 2 wounds, but you don't get a save because his modifier is too high. So 2 more are dead. That now means that the apothecary is not in combat as well.
So you can move him.
So I can now move him if I want to.
But I want to keep him.
Yeah, you're going to go for the point denial. Right. Now it's my turn. I only have 2 men left.
You do.
Apothecary, right.
Taken out all his Space Marines, but I only have 2 lower characters. To my Necron warriors around an objective, and he has a captain and a apothecary. Is that right?
Yes.
And it's his turn to hit me. Oh no, you're moving, aren't you?
Apothecary is going to move to there.
Oh, so he's undercover.
Yep. Captain can't move. Am I going to do that? I guess if I keep him there, I can shoot him with his pistol. Better than nothing. So,
Please don't shoot.
Captain can't move because he's in combat. I'm not running. So, the apothecary shoots with his dog pistol. Either 3 or more. He hits. The Cryptek's toughness. Although this is kind of pointless actually.
T.
Yeah.
4.
4, so 4's more. Doesn't wound. But can reroll 1 wound. Doesn't wound.
Yeah,
It's kind of pointless actually, because I would have done 1 wound on him.
Which wouldn't really matter to
Which,
me.
when it comes your turn, it would have just, he automatically regenerates. Ugh, stupid boy. Oh. Apparently you can't hear me. Let's see if I can turn the mic pick up slightly. Is that any better?
At least that way they couldn't hear my singing.
It might be just because I'm quiet. There we go. Yes, it is. I turned the mic receiver up slightly.
Yeah. Well, at least that means they didn't hear me singing.
Yeah.
So.
Well, that's good. It's all helpful. All helpful. Righty. Right, I fired them to 0 effect, and I really shouldn't have done that because it was pointless anyway. Captain can't move, can't shoot. So it's now over to assault.
Okay.
So choosing to fight with Captain. He's going to pile in to there.
And do no damage.
No. He's got 5 dice. He should kill them. Should. You took out 4 in the first go, so not too badly. Right. 2s, they all hit.
There's one that didn't have a 2.
There was a 2. There's 2, the rest were 6s, of course.
Oh, was it above 2?
He can hit on 2s.
Oh.
Because he's a captain, he's a bit more skilled than the average Space Marine. He wounds on 4s, because it's 4 against 4. That's awesome.
Ah, 1.
Re-roll 1, it's my turn, and he's a Salamander. And it's still a 1. What joy. So, 1 hit. 1 wound.
I think this is just beginner's luck on my stance.
It's 1 wound. Because it's -3, they don't get an armor save, so 1 is dead.
I don't suppose it really matters which one I take, because
No.
they're both...
I should have charged the apothecary, shouldn't I? That way you couldn't shoot at him. Right, that lowly Necron warrior now gets to hit me back.
Oh.
With 1 dice.
What do I need to get?
You'll need to hit me on whatever your weapon skill says, which is 4. 3 plus?
Oh, hold on.
Warrior?
Which one is that, 3? WS?
WS.
3 plus?
Yep, so you need 3s or more.
Oh.
And he hits me. Now we need his strength is 4, my toughness is 4, so you need a 4 or more to hit me. Don't.
See, I didn't sing that time.
Yeah.
And it didn't work.
Singing dice. You need to sing to the dice to get them to work.
But when I say sing, I use that term very, very loosely.
Okay, so that's my turn over.
Mm-hmm.
That's turn 2 over.
Do we have to do that?
No, the car. Oh, well, hang on. How many did I kill this time? I didn't really count, did I?
3.
I killed 3.
So I brought 4 back, didn't I? I had 4.
That's right. You brought 4 back, and I killed 3. So their leadership's 10. You can't fail. So there's no point taking the leadership test.
Okay. Oh no.
He didn't lose any.
Yeah.
So now when you tally it up, you get a point for that one because you're closer to it than I am, and you get a point for that one.
So I get 2.
You get 2, and I get nothing.
So I am on 4.
So-
No, I'm on 5, and you were on 1.
So it sounds like mealtime.
Oh, wait, you want to stop now?
I get 2 and you get 1.
Well, yeah.
It's reversal of dinner.
Okay, right. So, do I do the... Can I
So
do
now
the regeneration?
it is
thing?
it is reanimation. So you can roll 1 dice for these guys.
Yeah.
Because they're 1 there, and you get +1 because they're within his aura.
Mm-hmm.
And you don't
So
get 2 dice. No, you get 1
Oh.
dice, but you add 1 to the result.
Oh, right, okay.
So instead of being a 5, you can go on a 4.
What do I
And
need?
4 or
Where is
higher. Oh, it's near. It's in the beginning of the whole section.
Oh.
I think it's like two pages that way, but in essence, you need to roll. Normally, you need to roll a 5 or a 6.
Where am I looking at?
Keep going past all the characters. There'll be a beginning page where there's loads of text. This is reanimation protocols. It's in that paragraph there.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, it's in there. It
The
basically
moment a Necron is
There you
laid low, its metal body enacts complex self-repair routines, reattaching severed limbs and fusing together. Armour. Roll a d6 for each slain model from this unit, unless the whole unit has been destroyed, at the beginning of your turn. Do not roll for models that have fled. On a 5+, the model's reanimation protocols activate and it is returned to this unit with its full complement of wounds. Otherwise, it remains inactive. Although you can roll again at the start of each of your subsequent turns. When a model's reanimation protocols activate, set it up in unit coherency with any other model from this unit that has not returned to the unit as a result of a reanimation protocol. Does that mean?
So if it doesn't, so does it say if it doesn't?
When a model's reanimation protocols activate,
Yeah.
set it up in a unit coherency.
That's your 2 inches.
Oh right, okay.
Yeah.
From the unit that has not, with any model from a unit that has not returned to the unit as a result of reanimation protocols this turn and more than 1 inch from enemy models.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Which is no problem for you to know.
If you cannot do this because there is no room to place the model, do not set it up. You can make reanimation protocol rolls for this model.
Yeah,
again.
so yeah, if you can't say you're hemmed in by my men.
Yeah.
So if say if I had him surrounded,
Yeah.
you wouldn't set up the others.
Yeah.
It's all, but it doesn't mean they won't come back. They couldn't come back later if he survives.
Yeah.
But there you've got no problems. But because so that rolls a 5+, because you're within his aura, you get a +1 to your roll.
Oh, so if I get a
So if you get a 4,
4, it becomes a 5.
the immortal gets back up. He gets back up. So you're back up to 5 men.
Woohoo.
Ugh. I hate Necrons.
You chose.
I hate playing against Necrons, let's just say. That's why I have
Can I
lots.
do that for
That's why I
that?
have- Yeah, now it's their turn. So you lost, overall you've lost 9 of them,
Yeah.
1 fled. So you can roll for 8 of them.
8, 1.
But because they're not close to him,
3, 4,
you need 5s.
3, 5, 8.
That's it.
And they've got to be 5 and over.
5s and 6s, yeah. But you could get a load get back up again. No, it's actually 40k, just regular 40k, but we're playing the what game is it? Only War, the very basic beginner's game.
Because I know nothing.
Ali's never played before.
He's finally convinced me to.
Well, 2 get back up.
2. So I put them.
So you can put them anywhere that's not not within an inch of him. So, but you can put them round there because they're within 2 inches.
And they get cover.
And so, as long as they're not within an inch of the captain, they can be back. So there you go.
Okay, so that's.
So that's successfully bogging the captain down. And you just can't finish them off.
Okay.
Now it's your moving. So the Cryptek can move 10 inches because of his hover
Yeah.
spider thing.
So I was
Can't remember,
thinking.
Canoptic cloak.
If I.
This one is completely unattended at the moment, and so is that one.
Yeah.
And obviously you score this one at the moment just by being the closest.
Yeah. I just want.
The only way I think I could win this is if I was to actually kill all your men.
All of them. So if I put him by that objective, obviously that's another point for me, isn't it?
Puts
So
you for the point ahead.
was it 10? You said
He can move 10, and he can ignore all terrain because that thing gives him the
he
fly.
floats, doesn't he?
He gives him the fly, so you can literally finish right in front of it.
Yeah. So I will move.
And they don't need the benefit of his cloak
No.
because they've all came back. So that would now at the end would give you 3, an extra 3 points again.
Oh, I've done it. I've done it.
And they're quite bad to charge if they charge because they're Overwatch because you need a 6 to hit.
Yeah, and they
those.
can't fire across there anyway, can they?
Yeah, okay. But he's in combat, but he's not.
So I could use them.
I don't know. I always seem to think, well, if there's a window and you need to lean at an angle, you shoot something, you would, wouldn't you? You've kind of got to imagine that the models can.
He can't shoot anything.
He can't shoot anything. But you've got to kind of imagine that the models would move.
Yeah, because they
In
would.
reality-
they would be
in
facing
reality-
like that way, wouldn't
in
they?
reality, they'd move to lean their gun to
Yeah.
where they could shoot.
See your space marine from there. The captain. That one, yeah.
You can see that one.
Yeah, through the windows, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's what I thought. I say they would just, in reality, they would just move into a position where they could shoot something. They wouldn't just stand there stuck
Yeah.
with their gun like that,
So I can get
like some people seem to think they.
them to shoot at him.
So they could shoot the apothecary.
Mm-hmm.
Their range is 24, so everything on this board is in range.
Yeah.
Because the board's only 24.
Okay, so it's 5, isn't it?
So they get 2 each though.
Oh.
Because
I
they
get
are
10.
they're assault 2,
Yes.
and then for every 6, scores 2 more hits as well.
Mm-hmm.
So that apothecary can be very squished.
Are you regretting this now?
You do?
Has it got to be above?
There's 2 6. You need 3. So there's a lot of 1s there. But the 2 6s make up for it.
Okay, so do I?
So 4 hit. So 4 actually hit,
Mm-hmm.
and then for each of those 6s, you add 2 more dice.
2 dice.
Yes, extra 2. It triples. So basically, it's made up for the 2. Well, almost made up for the misses.
Yeah.
So they're quite good, those guns.
So now I have to work out how
So
much.
now his toughness is 4. Their strength is
4.
the weapon. What's the Tesla carbine?
5.
5. So the strength is greater than the toughness. So you need a 3. Yeah, 3s or higher.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
So 3s, did you say?
3. So 3 get through. That is enough to kill him, provided he fails all his armor saves. I think it only does D. What's the D value on the weapon?
1.
1. Okay, yeah, so it's 1. So if he fails all these, he is dead. He saves 1. So he's now down to 1 wound.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So
right.
now I'm.
They can't shoot because
Right.
they're in combat.
Mm-hmm.
They fired. He can't see anything because he's behind
Yeah.
that. So now it is combat.
Okay.
So in combat,
It's those.
those guys, so they would now move so that they can all attack him
Mm-hmm.
like that. Now they get whatever their A value is. Which is I think 1 for a
Yeah.
warrior. So that's how many dice you roll per man.
That's 3.
Yep. And then they hit. You need to score what their WS, which is their weapon skill.
3 plus.
Oh, so 3s or more, and they hit.
Oh, need to weaken him.
They all hit.
Yes.
Their strength 4, and he is toughness of 4. So you need 4 or more
And 3.
on 3 dice.
Oh, that was a 1.
So 1.
Yeah.
Okay, I need to make an armour save. She fails. So he loses a wound.
How many does he have?
He still has 5.
Okay.
Be a bit rubbish if your general only had, or your warlord only had 1 wound because he'd be gone in seconds, wouldn't he?
Mm-hmm.
Right, now the captain now gets to swing back again with his 5 dice. Here we are 1s. He hits on 2s. So all 5 hit. Wounds on 4s because he's equal. I don't need to re-roll that. There's 3 of you, and it's -3 to your armour, so they don't get an armour save. So they are all gone. Which means they now can't come back. Because I've destroyed the unit. The captain can now do a 3-inch consolidate to there. Okay, so that was your turn, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Now it's my turn. Captain is going to move 6 to there. He's going to move 6 to there. To there with him, and he is going to heal himself with 1. 2. Now he can't do anything else this turn.
Mm-hmm.
Captain, however, can shoot at them here with his auto bolt rifle. They all hit.
Anything on my men again?
The Cryptex, what's the Cryptex T? Is it 4 or 5? Might be 4, isn't it?
T. 4.
4s. Okay, so the wounds on 4s as well, because weapon strength is 4. They all wound. However, has no minus modifier.
Mm-hmm.
The Cryptech doesn't have an. He has a 4+ save. So on 3 dice, you need to roll 4 or more. For each one he fails,
I lose a
because the D value of a weapon is 2, he loses 2 wounds for each hit, and he fails. Some weapons have a D of 10 or higher. Oh dear, that's all 3.
Bugger.
How many wounds has he got? 4. That means he's dead. Don't. Come on. So, the warlord's dead. The Prime Minister Captain's quite tough, isn't he? And then you've got no real heavy weapons.
No.
And then you killed mine. So. Right, so that's the end of my turn. That's the end of your turn. Again, you get a point and I don't.
Mm-hmm.
Because you're closer to the objective than me.
Oh, so that would make it 6 for me and 1 for you.
1 for me, but I'm slowly killing all your. The captain's going on a rampage of his own.
Mm-hmm. I can't
right,
see
so it's
him.
no. That's why I moved him, so he's behind that panel.
But I get to move them now, don't
They
I?
can move now, and because they're weapon, they can move and fire it to literally no effect. Sorry, no detriment, I should say.
What, to you?
They could all move to a point because of what their gun is. They can move and do a thing called advance, which is where you move your move distance and you add d6 inches to it, and they can still fire, but it gives them -1 to the hit roll.
Right.
But it might be an idea to try and do that so they can move to a direction where they can hit him.
If I moved them here.
So they can all hit him, but they're far enough away that he can't charge them.
Mm-hmm.
So you'd want to move them. So, say if you move them, what's their move? I think it's 5, isn't it? Their move.
Where do I see that?
The M.
Yeah, 5.
So he can go to there. It's difficult because he's quite close. He probably would still be able to charge them.
Would they be
They could shoot through that. So you effectively move him as far that way as possible. You can see the captain. He could move to there. He can see the captain. He could move there. You can see the captain through the window, but the captain would get +1 to his armour. But because the same again, that one could move to there.
You can.
That one would do the same. And you can shoot through the window.
Yeah.
Because the majority of your unit shooting through there, I would get +1 to my armour.
Right.
Which means he would save on 2s.
Mm-hmm.
But because all 5 of them could see him,
Right.
you'd be hitting him with a lot of dice.
So that's 5, isn't it? Oh, no, it's 10, isn't it? Because
They get assault 2. Yeah, run away, indeed. Keep away from the captain. Rampaging. Well, they could kill him. You're throwing 10 dice at him and all 6s add 2 hits.
The thing is, you've got to get near 5 objectives.
Well, if I manage to kill all your men,
Oh, does it not matter?
if I actually manage to kill all your men, then I win. There's no way I'm going to catch up on points because you're way ahead of me.
Right, so I have 10 chances to hit him.
Yeah. And you hit on 3s. So you only miss the 3, and then you add 2 back because there's a 6. And then that's how many?
That's 9.
So that's 9 wound rolls. And that, I think, my toughness is 4.
-4.
What's the S value of the weapon, the carbine?
5.
5. So it's 1 higher. So that means, because it's greater, strength is greater than toughness, you need a 3. So it's 3s or greater to hurt him. Oh dear.
Bum.
There's a lot of 1s and 2s there.
So 1, 2, 3.
3. Oh, that's not enough to kill him. I get 3 plus save, plus 1 shooting through cover.
Oh, sorry.
They all save. Right. So you could either try and charge him, but you're quite a distance away. Actually, you'd only need 6 or more to charge him.
So how many do I roll for that?
So what you do is you say, all right, I'm going to charge him,
Yep.
and then you roll 2 dice together, and I shoot at you. I need 6s to hit you. So I didn't shoot. So you chose to charge him. So I now fire what's called Overwatch. He misses them all. Oh, I could reroll the 1 because it is Captain War. Still roll the 1. So now you roll those 2.
Yeah.
Add them together, and that's how far you move.
5.
5. I don't think that's enough. No, it's not enough. So nothing happens.
Okay.
So that's.
I can't
So
fight
that's
because I'm not close enough.
No, so that's your
Yeah,
turn.
so
That's your turn over, so that's my turn.
It's your turn not to kill all my
The
men.
captain will go there. Takes his 5 with him. Apothecary will go to there. Takes his 2 with him.
So I was doing so well, and now I'm going to lose.
It's because the captain's that much tougher than everything else.
I was doing so well.
No. Captain's going to fire his auto bolt rifle on hitting on 2s, and I can reroll 1. They all hit. The wound on 4s, because it's 4 each. I'll save the reroll for the wound. So it's 2. It has no modifier, so they get their 3 plus save.
So what does that mean?
So it's two saves of 3 or more. So it's 2 dead.
So 2 are dead.
Yeah, 2 are dead.
Uh,
I'd probably take the front ones away because it makes it further for me to charge. I'd probably have to roll a double 1 to fail that. The apothecary is going to he's not close enough to use a grenade. So he uses pistol. He hits. Wounds on a 4. He doesn't wound. You can re-roll the wound roll because he still even makes it even worse. Not to worry. Right, shooting's done. So my captain is going to charge the Immortals. You now get to fire Overwatch at the Immortals.
okay, so
So they fire whatever their weapon is. So their weapon was Assault 2, wasn't it?
yes,
So they get 2 dice each,
6.
but you need 6s to hit because it's Overwatch. But each of those 6s will add 2 hits.
So that will take his wounds down as well.
No, it just means you've got more chance of wounding you because it's more hits.
Alright. So I need 6s.
6 is the hit anyway because it's Overwatch.
Oh, I didn't get 1.
1. But if you had managed to roll a 6, you would have hit with more. You would hit 3 times instead of once. That's why they are quite good for Overwatch, those.
Darn it.
But it's actually hitting in the first place. Right, now, let's roll Snake Eyes. We should make it. 6. 6 needs to. There. Apothecary is also going to charge. You can't fire Overwatch now because they're engaged. The Apothecary, you need a 6. Oh.
Who's getting lucky now?
Within 1 inch. Right, so those that charged go first. That means the captain and the apothecary get to go first.
Mm-hmm.
Captain normally gets 5 dice. Because he's got the shock assault roll, he gets an extra 1.
Mm-hmm.
He hits on 2s. And he can reroll his 1s because he's captain order. And still a 1.
Your rerolls aren't really helping you, are you?
Yeah, I know, it's not my life. My reroll of 1s usually end up being 1s. Right. He rolls these 4s to wound because the toughness of weapon strength is equal. I saved my wound reroll. So, 4 wounds. That's -3. They can save.
Right.
But you need a 6 on 4 6s.
So 4, and I need to get 6 on
So
one.
4 dice. There's 4 wounds. You need 6s.
So for each 6, I save 1.
Each 6 saves 1. But if you fail 3 of them, then they're all gone. You roll 2 6, 1 6, but there's 3 wounds, so they are all gone. The captain has killed them all.
Damn it! I was doing so well.
So that was that.
Can't believe that. I was winning on points and then I lost at the last minute.
You're flying away at a point. I always do that though in games. We have objective games, and I do it whenever I play. And I always seem to forget the objectives and just try and kill everything. so I either resoundingly win a game or lose it tragically. I seem to forget the objectives. But
Yeah. Hey, I did okay with the objectives.
There you go.
Just,
The objectives you were sailing away.
And I'm kind of getting the idea now.
And you killed everything else.
I did.
Quite quickly, the tactical rings lasted 1 turn almost.
Yeah, I pretty much got them all in the first go, didn't I?
Pretty much, yeah. But hey, that's the way it goes. It's all
Yeah.
luck, most of it. Luck. Who goes first usually wins.
Not in this extent.
Not in this instance, but it was looking like you were going to.
Yeah, you were looking a bit worried at one point.
Yeah, worried.
At least I'm not a bad loser. I'm like,
No, that's it. It's just a game.
yeah. I would definitely play again. Which I guess was kind of your objective in the first thing.
Yeah.
Anyway, to
Yeah.
try and get me involved
Yeah,
in
well,
this.
well, at least during this time, it means that it gives us something else that we can do.
Mm-hmm.
Even just a small scale like this.
And as revenge, you get to try feet masks
As
with
in,
me.
I have to do feet masks, yeah.
They're just up there, they're actually up there.
Yeah. Yeah, this is Ali's revenge.
Mm-hmm.
I've got to sit and do these.
90 minutes.
90 minutes, I've got to sit down for 90 minutes.
With
and do
plastic
nothing.
bags on your
Yeah,
feet.
with carrying bags on my feet. That's going to be great fun, isn't it? I'll have nice
Smooth feet.
peppermint minty tea. Minty freet. Freet?
Freet.
Oh my God, my words are slurring. I'm not even had a drink.
I was going to say, you're not even going to drink.
I haven't had a single cider today. I'm slurring worse without it than I'm with it. Okay, well, that was good.
Yeah, it was good fun. I actually quite enjoyed that. Oh my god. I
Yeah,
enjoyed playing Warhammer.
you heard that.
Oh no.
It's on camera.
Oh,
You
it's
got
on
no-
camera twice as well.
Yeah,
'cause
you've
it's
got-
on my stream as
Yeah,
well.
you've got no excuse now.
Oh no. That sucks.
Well, maybe we'll do this once a week or something.
Well, Sunday afternoons is quite good. actually,
Sunday's
isn't it?
Sunday's definitely good for this because
Well, Saturdays I think I have from work
you're
until
at work at Fridays,
1:30.
Fridays or Saturdays. So it just
by the time I get home, I'm not really in
no, you just want to chill, don't you?
the mood for
Okay,
But Sunday would be
so
good.
maybe next Sunday we'll do another one.
Maybe do something slightly different.
Do something. It's probably better to stick to the same game, but we'll maybe pick different armies or something. I'll show you what I've got army-wise, and you can choose one that you like the look of rather than me choosing them for you. Or we can swap. Do the same again, but swap. You can have Space Marines and I'll have the Necrons. Do it that way. Or say you pick something that you like the look
So
of.
then I can start hating Necrons like you do.
Yeah.
To play against.
Yeah, I like playing against them. I like playing, I like having them. Because
Yeah.
the fact that you can kill half of them, then a good portion of them will get back up again.
Yes, that was quite good.
And all the larger things just regenerate.
If it hadn't have been for that, I wouldn't have lasted as long. Oh,
No, I was looking at it to begin with. I thought 10 Space Marines against, well, 12 Space Marines against
Titan.
16.
Yeah.
16 of them, and their stat lines are basically the same.
Mm. But they did.
But the captain just ploughed through the warriors.
Mm-hmm.
Made the difference.
Indeed, he did. But I still enjoyed it.
Yeah.
So.
Yes, I say we can have a look, see what's out there, and see if you like the look of anything, and use those instead.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm quite up to that on a Sunday afternoon.
Or maybe use the same, but add a couple of things.
Yeah.
Or if I get the bigger board out, use a bigger board.
Yeah.
Because the range.
I'm sure we can.
Because everything on the table was in range of each other.
Yeah.
Whereas on a bigger board, you tend to have to
move a little bit
forces you
before.
to move.
Yeah.
To get either A, get in range, or stay out of range of things.
Mm-hmm. So, yeah. Yeah, sounds good.
Because some weapons are not very short ranges.
Mm-hmm. You do realise that though, if you keep getting me to play and you keep winning, there's going to be like more face masks
Penance.
and stuff. Yeah.
Penance.
So I have under eye masks, which you can do.
Yeah, I might do. I've got bags of them in the eyes anyway.
Yeah.
As it is.
I've actually got a couple of Soap and Glory ones, which I think are complete eye ones. I'm not sure if they're like under eye or. But I do have two of them.
Might be other thing to do. Might be quicker. That might be fun to do. Might be just do versus games where we do, say, we pick a character or whatever and say, right, we'll play him against another character. A bit like a duel.
I am slightly distracted now by the smell of barbecue coming through the back door.
Yeah, that is rather nice. It's making me quite hungry.
Yeah. We already had lunch, have we?
No, we haven't. So we could do
But
it.
then I didn't get up till like.
Yeah, it was nearly 11.
Yeah. But it's about 11:15 when I actually got out of bed.
Yeah.
I was awake, sort of.
Yeah, we could do like versus games where we pick a model each, make sure that they're roughly even.
Yeah.
They have one against the other, perhaps. See what, just for a bit of a variation.
Yeah.
If anybody wants
Well,
to,
say if we're going to do it every Sunday, we can just like.
yeah, and if anybody wants to vote for one, maybe
Although we might have to change the day
we can see if we've got it.
when the pubs open back up again.
When the pubs open back up again, yeah, we won't be able to do it till Sunday.
Not
but-
every Sunday.
Not every Sunday, but we don't go out every Sunday, do we? Anyway. And there's no reason why we couldn't do it later in the evening.
We
But-
could do.
We'd probably have to set it up before going out.
Yeah, because you.
Just because of the time it takes to set it up.
So, if we go out in the afternoon and you've had a few drinks, will that improve my chances?
Probably. I forget the rules as it is.
That sounds good to me.
I think that's the first time I've played since probably November.
Yeah,
I
something
think
like
was the
that.
last time I played against Lee.
Yeah. It's got to be something like that.
And before that, it was probably only once a month I played, if that. I'd be lucky to get 6 games in the year.
Yeah, but
Maybe.
now you have a new opponent.
Mainly because of work and whatever, finding the time. Cause
Just to say-
I don't know how people play.
I'm not painting
No,
because I see you doing that, and I see all the like tiny little bits and that you paint, and I do not have the patience for that.
I don't. That's why I struggle with it.
Yeah, but you go with it for a lot longer than I would.
I stick at it and I get so fed up with it I have to walk away.
Hence the fact I just stick to my knitting and that's it.
Yeah.
How geeky can we get? Warhammer and knitting.
Warhammer knitting. Craft house. What do I need to find? I've lost those.
Oh, they were on that sheet, weren't they?
I had some on the sheet and I had some in a bag. Ones in the sheet were black ones. These ones are sort of.
Is that the one that looks like pot in a bag?
No, that's the green stuff that I haven't actually touched. I could make a load because I have got the little machine, but it's just really messy.
Everything
just-
you do is messy.
Yeah, it just literally you put it on the plate and it just goes everywhere. The static. Honestly, it just goes like it's like a fountain. I had to stick my head under a little towel doing it so it all fell back in the tray. It was a right messy thing. Went
You can do
everywhere.
that in garage.
I'll probably do it outside. Make a mess in the garage. Really messy.
The kitchen's already overrun
Kitchen's overrun.
Anyway,
Yeah.
this table is usually completely full of painting, different models and stuff. So
Yeah, I'll be bringing.
this is actually the clearest it's probably been
It's
for
the
about
clearest-
6 months.
Clearest it's been since before Christmas, I think.
Oh no, we cleared it for Christmas.
We did clear it for Christmas.
Yeah.
'Cause, yeah.
Hence the fact we still got the Christmas thing
We
on
had
the
all that.
table.
Well, that's the only one we've got, isn't it? So we
Yeah.
left it. Although I've completely wrecked it.
Mm-hmm.
Where I was sat in and it's pulled on it.
We could turn it around actually, because that end's
That
quite
end's-
tidy.
That end's not touched, is it? 'Cause
Yeah.
it's got stuff on it. Yeah, might do that. Actually, I'll probably do that this afternoon while there's nothing on it.
Mm.
And then I'll get all the
Yes.
paints and whatever back in out of the lounge. Okay.
Yes, because now the lounge looks like a
Now it's the Warhammer Den.
yeah.
And yeah, I might carry on doing some painting later.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to try and do some knitting.
Sounds good to me.
Mm-hmm. Although I'm going to have to go back over some bits because where I was streaming and knitting the other night, I'm pretty sure that I've made a mistake in the last row because I wasn't really paying attention to what I was doing.
Cool.
So yeah, that's good.
Yeah, good.
And all going well, we should be back next Sunday for
Yeah.
another
And I'll probably be back.
game
I'll be
and
back
stream.
on myself. Probably one evening during the week. Playing a computer game on the Xbox of some description. Not decided yet. And then probably not Thursday, Friday early afternoon, Saturday early afternoon. I'll probably do some painting, and I'll probably stream that.
Stream
So
those, yeah.
if anyone wants to waffle at or to me while I'm painting, then feel free to do so.
Mm-hmm.
I would appreciate the company.
Yes, because I'll be at work. So
Yeah, I'll be on my own.
well, I may be in the background when I come home from work, but
Yeah, so I definitely appreciate the company.
mm-hmm. Yeah, that'd be good.
Yeah. Well, on that note, thank you for watching, and we're
Yes.
going to call it a day for now.
See you later.
Bye.
Bye.